Burich with the basketball, wants to drive in, stops, pulls up for 10, and will knock it down.
Monica, thank you for joining me in this time of stressful finals. How are they going?
They're going pretty good. I had 2 Sunday night and 1 Monday morning, so I just have a paper left. So on the end trail here, so that's really nice.
Do you have a certain way to deal with stress? See, for me, everyone around me is always stressed, and so I try to stray from the stress path.
Yeah, I guess my main thing is like, it's gonna end at some point, especially during finals week. I'm like, it's gonna end. It's how prepared I am, and like, as long as I just do the best I can, then there's nothing more I can really do besides that. So, and once it's done, it's done. I'm like, yep,
it's done.
All done. We're gone.
Throw those papers in the trash. Perhaps burn them. Monica, you're from Roseville, Minnesota.
Yes.
What is Minnesota like? I've never been there, and also, is there something special about your town that not a lot of people know of?
So Minnesota, honestly, I love growing up there. It's always like stereotypes like Minnesota and like.
Oh yeah, do you have the accent?
No, I don't. I really
it.
don't. I grew up in Roseville, which is like the part of the cities area. It's really close to Minneapolis. It's about like 10 minutes from both St. Paul and Minneapolis. It was actually voted, like, Minnesota overall was like voted the best place to grow up by a couple of like magazines and like corporations or something like that. So that was pretty cool. It's just like a really great place to grow up because I have the city atmosphere, but take a 20-minute drive and I have the outdoors and nature. There's lakes. You can spend summers on the lakes, which is so much fun, and it's just a great place to be. The people there are awesome. So it definitely, Colorado reminded me of Minnesota a lot. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to come out here.
You tore your ACL last season.
I did.
Injury update.
It's doing really good. It gets a little sore now and then, but overall it's feeling strong and steady and stuff like that. So it's definitely been a long process, but just being able back on the court now has definitely been worth it.
After you go through an injury like that, mentally, how do you push through that setback?
I mean, I guess similar to this kind of test, I was like, I'm gonna get back. It's gonna happen, but it's up to me how fast I get back and like where I'm at and how good I am. One of my biggest fears is wasting time. I don't want to waste the time that I had because I'm still in the gym. I still have time to get better, so I can work on my shot. I can work on my ball handling. I'm restricted, but there's still a lot of things I could do. So that was kind of one of my big focuses there.
Your 2 siblings, Janae and Jordan, both play basketball. Did that inspire you to play?
Yeah, I honestly grew up in the gym, just going to watching like their sporting events and like, family events. They'd all go to the little tournaments and stuff like that. Growing up, free day, we'd all be outside just playing like 21 or something like that. I mean, my sister's 6'5", my brother's like 6'7", so it definitely had me a little disadvantaged occasionally.
You're
and also being the youngest. Yeah, so use a lot of pump fakes and try to stay on the outside a little bit than banging inside.
It's Christmas time. Do you have any Christmas holiday traditions when you get to go back home?
We usually go over to my aunt's house, and it's like my mom's whole side of the family, which is so much fun. When we were younger, we used to go to my dad's side of the family, and they're from Chicago. But it's been a little harder since, we're all so busy. So usually we just go and we just hang out, play a lot of board games, and just spend the day together. We just play like football outside, depends how cold it is. So.
When you're not playing basketball here at CU, you have a day off. What's your favorite thing to do, whether you're at home with your family or in college?
I love just like going on adventures, so no matter what it is, just go do random stuff with fun people. It's like one of my favorite things. It doesn't really matter as long as I'm surrounded by like people that I know are just gonna have a good time.
Well, I really hope your finals end up going well.
Thank you, you too.
This is something I've learned. If you get an F on a test, or the teacher writes an F, put it cross, down, over, make the minus into a plus, it's an A+.
Oh, beautiful. Love it.
It actually works.
Yeah?
It's all about the mental game.
I like it.
Anyways, that's my tip of the day. I don't know if it made much sense. Do you know what I mean when there's an F?
Yeah, I do.